Welcome to another video by Lame Creations, Log Analysis Made Easy. Are you having problems knowing whether or not you have logs that take place in the future? That is definitely not a good situation. You want to make sure that your timestamps on your logs are current. We're going to show you how to find out if you have that problem. All right, we can see this log here. We've got a timestamp of October 1st, 2024, but today's date is September 30th of 2024. So this log is in the future. I can see it because I'm writing a log called all time. And that works, but unfortunately I don't always want to run an all-time log. And so that's not the best way to do it. You're going to notice if I go and run this the last 15 minutes, log disappears. Last 30 days, log disappears because the log actually hasn't occurred. It'll look at today's timestamp, what is the now time, and it will then go back. It's not going to catch any logs in the future. And so how can we do that? Well, there is a special internal meta field called index time. It's the underscore index time. You can't just normally run it. Like if I go this, table time, I will flip this back to all time. I can see this timestamp. If I go underscore index time, it's not going to show up. But you can access it by giving it a variable. I'm going to go eval foo time, bad horrible time. We'll actually write this as index time, this time with no underscore, equals index time. Run that and use underscore there. Now I get a time. And I can actually see the two together if I do eval. We're going to call this log time equals underscore time. If you've seen enough of my videos on time, I talk about the fact that the underscore time field is actually a function that will convert epoch time, number of seconds since that computers use, which looks like this, into a nice human readable time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a new field called log time and assign it the underscore time field so I get back its epoch time. So we can see this is the time of the log. This is the time the log was written, and this is the time stamp for that log. And so we can do something like this, where index time is greater than now. Actually, we'll just do log time. And what I'm looking at here is where index time, if this field, the time that it was indexed, is a larger field, and we'll actually go the other way, is a smaller field than the time of the log, it's going to bring back me my log. I hope this is making sense. Basically, I've grabbed the time that the log was ingested into Splunk here. If it is a smaller time than the timestamp for that log, that means that the time for the log occurred in the future, and that brings back this event. And so this is a way that I can search for my particular logs that are in the future. And this will actually work tomorrow or October 2nd, October 3rd. I can use this all-time search and be looking up in the future, but if I want to know any one of them are actually future events, I need to use this command. All right, one of the things we can do with this command is we could actually set this up to kick off a query every, say, 30 minutes, whatever the case may be, and we could do something along the lines of index equals star, and just have this look at all of our logs every 30 minutes and alert us. This is something that you would have if you're using IT service intelligence. They have very similar queries, but I wanted to give you a kind of a idea of how you could do it on your own. If you set this up as a saved search, run it every so often, you can then basically audit your logs as they come in and say, am I getting any logs with future events? And then you would just set those. Maybe if you want to make an alert, you could go collect index equals summary, and source would be equal to future events. Run that, and you should be able to detect future events. Anyway, I hope that was helpful, and I hope you keep coming back. If you like this video, give it a big thumbs up and subscribe, and hope that this helps you move from being a lame analyst to a Splunk ninja.